morning, everybody. This video I'm bringing to you today is pretty much, come on y'all, come on ladies. We can be really guilty for it, and I used to be terrible for it. Trust and believe I used to be terrible for it. Let a man be a man. Let a man be a man. Now, there is a lot of things that goes into, first of all, learning how to let a man be a man. Obviously, as a woman, it's up to your parents to teach you how to be that. And there's so much things going on in society to where there's not people showing men how to be men. There's not people showing women how to be women. So it's like when people grow up and they able to get into relationships, people are getting mistreated because nobody knows their role. Nobody knows their gender and how to be that. As simple as you think it would be to just, okay, I was born a woman, so I know how to be a woman. You have to learn that. You have to learn how to be a woman. And as simple as you think, just because a man is, born a boy, that he can grow up and automatically know how to be a man. No, that comes with getting a mentor, getting a real man to teach you how to be a man. So that being said, there's a lot of times where people, they get into relationships with baggage, or they get into relationships to where they bring in stuff from either how they was raised, or they bring in insecurities, or they bring in controlling ways, or they bring in lack of respect to where you not letting that man be the man that he could possibly be. And you could be missing out on a super blessing because this man could probably have so much to offer in your relationship, but you blocking it because you're not learning how to let him be exactly what he was meant to be, which is a man. So when it comes to just letting people be who they are, that stuff just comes with a lot of times trial and error, especially if you didn't come from a wholesome family or you just was not taught. So, the true definition of letting a man be the man of a relationship, biblically speaking, the man's supposed to be the head of the household. He's supposed to be the one that leads his flock, like leads his family. And a lot of times women don't allow that because they want to be the head of the household, or society has trained women that, woman power. I'm so Miss Independent. I don't need a man. Only thing I need a man for is bang, bang. Like, women done turned into so much masculinity that it's not attractive and it's not funny. And the sad thing is, some beautiful women out here, like physically wise, but mentally, it's like it's really terrible that all that beautiful physical appearance is gone to waste because this is gone. Like, you want to sit here and like you to do the relationship instead of letting him be. And a lot of times, what men want, they want to know that you need them. Not need them in the sense to where you a gold digger. There's a difference between a woman showing her man that she needs him in a positive way versus showing that she just using him. So, okay, let's break it down in that way. It's a difference between you need your man versus you using that man. When it comes to, just like I said, the definition of the man in a relationship, he wants to feel needed. He needs to be the head of the household, and he wants to feel appreciated and complimented. If you compliment a man and you make him feel like he is loved and you make him feel like he is just so special in your life, he's going to want to do more of that. And that's not even just for men. Let's just say you doing the best you can for somebody, but everything you do gets criticized, or it gets just put down, or it gets insulted. What are you going to do? You're going to do more of the bad versus doing more of the good, because it's like no matter what I do, you got something to say about it. And then there's a sense of energy to where when you speaking something into existence, that's exactly what's happening. You speaking it into existence. That's just like with children. Say you have a child and he or she has behavior problems, and instead of trying to just build the child up, like instead of saying, okay, you're better than this, I know you're going through something right now, but I expect more out of you, so please stop doing this, you're better than this. Instead, you stupid, no good for nothing, bad child, you a knucklehead, you ain't crap, you ain't never gonna grow up to be crap. Guess what? You about to speak your child into not being crap because you spoke it into existence. So that's the same with, letting a man be a man. Like, compliment him. If this guy is taking care of home, he ain't out there running around cheating, he respecting you as a pretty, beautiful woman that you are. Give him respect. Give him respect. Compliment him for what he do. You know, if he work hard, and let's just say you the stay-at-home woman, even if you're not the stay-at-home woman, meet your man halfway and have, like, you know, rub his feet when he get off from work. You know, cook his dinner, you know what I'm saying? Or compliment him, like, you know, just show some true, genuine love. And it's like nowadays, love is hard to find. It is hard to find people, and it's not even just women in general, because men can be grimy too. It's hard to find people that will genuinely stick with you and love you through the thick and thin, or love you, period. So you have to learn how to just let that man blossom and be the man of his family, or be the man of the relationship. Because if you got some controlling woman and he's trying to be in his household being a man, but she want to run everything, like, you know what, I'm gonna pay the bills, you don't do this right, or you know what, like, let's just say the man got kids by a woman, and the woman got a son, and let's just say the son is acting out to where the man should be the man enough to where he's going to step in and disciplinary that son, whether it's verbally or a little bit physically, because sometimes it takes a little bit of physical to get our children in line. So you don't touch him. Don't you do that. I got this. He can't do. No, he gonna do it the way I say he gonna. Like, are you serious? I'm the father. I'm his father. I know you the mother, but let me be a man to teach my son how to be a man, because you don't understand how to raise a man to be a man, because you're not a man. I mean, it's so much to where women is kind of having their part in making men feminine. And like I said, sometimes some women have no choice, because there's a lot of women, and especially women of this right here, to where, you know, men get us pregnant, and they're no longer in, you know, the woman's life to help out. So a lot of times, some women, especially of this color, we kind of get forced to be dominant, you know, kind of get forced to where it almost trains us to be men. But then us that has been through a lot or been traumatized, we have to come down when you do finally meet a good man that can be a man in your life. You have to learn how to bring that woman back, even though you had to be dominant for most of your life. Because I said, I can attest to that all day, every day. Like, most of my life of raising my kids with some sorry, no good baby fathers I've had to step up and jump in the shoes that a man would normally have. And it wasn't easy. Like, I had to get the jobs. I had to provide. I had to be the provider in my house. I had to be that disciplinary. I had to be that rock. I had to be all that. So now that I do got a good man in my life, I have to learn how to just let him be the man, even though I was used to being the man. So it really just comes to having a strong mentality. If you know how to be diverse and learn how to change as the seasons change in your life, you just got to move with the flow. And sometimes people can come in your life to help you learn how to do certain things that you've never done before. And there's a lot of people that have had a good impact on me, to where they kind of showed me how to be more feminine. Like, there's a lot of people that helped me to get to where I am now, because, man, I was rough, and I still can be rough. I was rough. I was so rough, guys. You probably thought I was gay. You probably still think I'm gay, but I'm not gay. I love men to the core. I love men. Now, Grant, I ain't gonna take nothing from a woman. If I see a beautiful woman and she's, like, physically beautiful, I'm like, dang, she fine. Like, she is a beautiful thing. Like, women are beautiful. I give credit to that, but I'm not gay. But women are beautiful. And it's sad because, like, men are beautiful, women are beautiful, and it's like we letting it go to waste because we either holding on to so much baggage, or we holding on to so much hurt, or we holding on to the wrong training that we got as children, or we holding on to just stuff that is stopping us from being productive, you know, in a relationship. And there's so many beautiful relationships that's not being had because of that. So it's time, women, for us to, you know, build our men up. Let's build our beautiful men up and let them provide. Don't get it to the point to where you using your man being a gold digger, but show him. Look at these things right here. Look. Hey, Leo. Hey, baby. I gotta let him be a man. She Lainey. Well, Lainey, because obviously that's gonna be her man. So Lainey, you better let your man be a man. Let him be a man. Yeah. So sometimes, like, we might get some dudes in our lives, and maybe they still trying to learn how to be a man. So sometimes you know, as a woman, you can build your man up from little boy status into being that man, but you got to build him up. Instead of saying what he ain't doing or nagging about what he need to do or always making it seem like he do stuff wrong, try to look past that and build him up, like I said, with the child. Like, you know, you better than that. You know, I see so much potential in you. Why don't you try this? Or let's do this together. Like, show him that he's the potential that he has, that he can bring that to light. Like, build him up so he can be the head of the household. You know, so he can provide and guide his family, so he can protect his family. But a lot of times, that's what men want to do. Like, men most younger men, and even men that get older, they still have that testosterone. But men have that testosterone and ego to where they want to provide, they want to protect. You know, they got to be ahead of the house, or just the head. Like, men compete to be the best in whatever, or most men compete just to be So, you know, help them realize their potential. Because there are some men that probably got a whole lot of strength, but they don't recognize their strength, because sometimes some people need somebody to bring it out of them. And that means somebody could be a woman, a beautiful woman that can bring it out of them. And beauty ain't always got to be the outer appearance. It can be the inside. And sometimes just having that beautiful female, you know, in his life can bring out the man that he could really possibly be. So I think I'm missing some points. So most likely it's probably going to be a part 2. But let that man be a man. Get out the way, woman. And if I'm sure you've been through something, because we all have. But learn how to try to be more submissive to your man. Learn how to make him feel good. Like, just like he need to be a provider physically and financially or whatever, you learn how to be a provider mentally and help that man to realize his potential. Because I'm telling you, a man that meets a good woman, that helps him to level up. And what's the saying? There's a saying to where behind every strong man is a strong woman. So if you got a strong man and a strong woman, therefore that will equal the power couple. So if you got 2 strong beings and they come together, now you got a power couple that's about to do some powerful things, boy. And there's nothing better than having a power. When you got a true power couple and you see that, you be like, wow, I wish I could be like that. It's like influences to other people that's trying to, you know, get into relationships like that. So come on, guys, let's stop tearing each other down. Let's build each other up. And that actually goes both ways. It's just like, you know, women need to let men be men. To be honest, men need to learn to let women be women. Because you got so men that's so used to leeching off of women, or they so used to not being a man, they can kind of make it hard for a woman to be a woman. So, man, learn how to be the head of the household. Learn how to stop having it to where your woman has to be dominant. Like, when I can give an example, you're making your woman dominant to where you won't get a job, or you're not providing, so she has to step in the man's shoes to provide for the house when she got a man in the house. Like, step up. Like, if you want your woman to, you know, treat you right, or give you the compliments, or make you feel head of the household, step into your role of being head of the household. Stop being lazy. You get out there. I don't care what you got to do. I don't care what you got to do to provide for your kids. I don't care what you got to do to provide for your wife or your girl. Do it. Because you want your woman to do this and that, but yet you're not doing your part to make sure that you have her be this soft woman that she need to be. A lot of times women, they end up being hard, or they end up not letting the man be a man because the man don't earn it. Like, he always doing something stupid to where she got to go into protection mode to protect herself and maybe her kids from this stupid fool she dealing with. So it goes both ways. Like, it's so much stuff that can be, you know, a variable to why things are the way it is. And it starts with just one person at a time. Check yourself. Check yourself to see what you're not doing. Check yourself to see what you need to do. Because until then, we always going to have these relationship problems where you got players, pimps, or you got women that's becoming players and pimps. Because women getting rough now. Women ain't women no more. Some women is doing it better than men. There's a lot of women out here doing it better than men, playing them to the core. I mean, making, as my daddy say, they making men into bitches. Making men into bitches, shorty. Well, all right, y'all, let me put this video together, edit it, and post it. So, all right, y'all, deuces.